Hey guys, Aiden here with a new video. Maybe you saw the last road to 600 gear score, maybe you didn't, but I got a couple of T8's to level, but let's get into the details on how I actually acquired them after 40 days in the saddle with Little Lifu. But first, I want to thank all the members for helping out the channel. Thank you guys, it means a lot to me. So, horses. First of all, let's start at the beginning. About 1.5 to 2 months ago, they added T8 horses to the game, and from that point on I started leveling my own horses. This process has been going on for 40 days, almost straight, other than some grinding here and there of course. I started with my own T4 horses because they at the time were easy to obtain from the market and only needed a level of 27 of both to breed them with. I used the merchant wagon to level 4 horses at the same time. It's about, if I can believe others, about around 66% more efficient than leveling a solo horse. So for XP gains, use a merchant wagon. And I also made a new character because I quickly find out people will kill you if you step out of the safe zone. It also made it easier to keep track of the time spent horsing around. So, T4s always produce a better tier horse when they are bred, so that was a good thing too, whereas higher tier horses could produce offspring that is of the same tier as them. I bred a lot of them, didn't really take notes on how many I had and how many T5s I produced. T6 and T7s, I got more details about that. But when I ran out of T4s, I simply exchanged them for some extra horse attempts. T4s aren't really worth a lot of silver, so it makes sense to exchange them. And it also makes a lot of sense to start with those. Then I got most of my T5s leveled, and out of all of them, most of them reached Courser really easy. I only sold 6 of them for a quick 350 million silver, as they sold for about 58 million each, and I exchanged the rest, though not before breeding all of them. T5s, however, require level 29 and 30 because before you could actually maximize their breeding potential. So it took them longer to level because those last few levels above 27, 28, 29, level 30, it takes a long time to get those few levels. So the least levels you need to get, much better. I also never actually reset any of the T5s breeding numbers, as it is way too costly for such a cheap horse, and the chance to get a T8 is only a low 8% chance when they're both level 27. Once I started on the T6s, I found out I had a snag, I had a problem with all the breeds. I only got 2 male horses and 20 something female horses, so rip that dream I guess at this point. I had 2 T8s from my T5 attempts and gained 4 more T8 horses from only 10 attempts with T6s. This is 8 breeds I did and 2 exchanges, so 4 out of 10 is a pretty good deal considering it's a 28% chance if both horses are level 28 and 29. For ease of use, I just leveled the male and female to level 29 to be sure I didn't screw anything up. The thing is, none of the T6s I leveled became coursers, whereas pretty much all the T5s became courser, except 2. So to sell these T6s, they don't bring in a lot of silver. They go for around 18 million, depending on skills, versus a T5 courser, which is easy to get, they sell for 58 mil. To save yourself time and money, if you want to raise horses to make silver, I think focusing on T5 horses leveling to 20, which really doesn't take too long, then selling them as coursers will see yourself probably the most silver for the least amount of time spent. Unless you, of course, you're like me and you want to breed a bunch of T8 horses, have a couple of coursers to attempt a Doom horse, because if I don't get my Doom horse at some point, I'm gonna be crying a lot. So out of all those, well, 12 T5, 10 were a natural courser. Maybe I was lucky, but the skill requirement to getting a T5 courser isn't that high, so it's gonna be much easier to get those. All in all, from the data I collected so far, as I still need to level my T7s and then the T8s to see how much profit I can get from all of this, It takes about 6 to 7 days of horse training to breed one T8. Now, this is a normal T8. If it becomes a courser or even a dream horse, will be for a part 2, which at the speed of horses level, which is freaking slow, will be a few months from now. I'm also keeping all the bred on unleveled T6 horses for later, in case I get a few male T6s. As like I said, selling them gives really crap silver. It's around 18 mil for a level 29 T6. So yeah, I'm not gonna sell those for scraps. I would, like I said, possibly only sell courses beyond this point, and make glue out of any regular horse. And by glue I mean exchange them. Of course, I breed all of my horses, but I don't think resetting them is really good. I did reset my male T6s because I had so few of these, and resetting male T6s is pretty cheap. Females really costly, so wouldn't do that on these. So yeah, also pro tip, if you're wondering how I cram 18 horses into a stable, Remote Collect is your friend. So yeah, there you have it. 40 days of horse training provides 6 T8 horses. So 1 T8 in, let's say, a week, 6-7 days. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know.
You